Hello friends, in the present video we will understand the concept of a dissolution of firm. Uh, I will explain in this video only journal entries and the concept. Then regarding the problems, the solved problems videos I have already made two videos. Those videos links will be shared in the I button as well as the in the description box. You can watch those videos for the better understanding of the concept. So we will proceed with understanding the concept of dissolution of firm. So when you wanted to understand the dissolution of firm, we generally find two words here. One is dissolution of partnership and another one is dissolution of firm. Both are technically different. They are not same, right? So when you talk about the dissolution of partnership, it does not mean that the firm is get closed and assets will be sold off and business will be stopped. It does means that only the partnership will be dissolved. In the sense what, this kind of a thing will take place when a new partner is admitted, or existing partner retired or dies, or any one of the partners become insolvent. In certain cases, the completion of venture which was taken by both the partners or multiple partners, or expiry of the period of partnership if such partnership has been created. In these cases, what will happen, the partnership agreement will come to an end, but they will create new agreement and the business will be continued, the firm will be continued, firm will not get closed. In case of retirement, death, insolvency, what will happen, the firm will be continued but with a new and revised agreement. This is called as technically dissolution of partnership, right? So so these are the most important thing you must bear in mind, the difference between dissolution of firm and dissolution of partnership. So we have discussed in this slide dissolution of partnership, right? Then the next, here we will understand the dissolution of firm. What do you mean by dissolution of firm? According to the Partnership Act, dissolution of firm is refers to dissolution of partnership between all the partners of a firm is called as dissolution of firm. In the sense, the partnership will be dissolved, in the sense firm will get dissolved and it will get closed. So it refers to the complete breakdown of the relation of partners between all the partners. The business firm will get closed, it will come to an end, firm's accounts are closed, assets will be sold off, money will be realized and liabilities will be paid off, and finally if any balance is left over, will be taken over by the partners. This will happen in case of dissolution of firm. In the sense, the business will come to an end, right? Here the most important thing you must note, that the dissolution of partnership does not necessarily mean dissolution of firm, but the dissolution of firm necessarily means that the dissolution of partnership. This is the basic thing you need to keep in mind. So dissolution of firm is different, dissolution of partnership is different. I hope I made you understand the basic crux of the dissolution of firm and dissolution of partnership, right? So in this video we will understand, in this slide, the further we will understand, we will do the accounting treatment regarding the dissolution of the firm, right? So we are not talking about dissolution of partnership, we are talking about dissolution of firm. So when we take up the dissolution of firm, what kind of a journal entries will require to be passed, right? So the process of dissolution will be routed through particular certain journal entries. Here we will prepare one nominal account called as realization account, and all the accounting treatment will be routed through realization account. So journal entries, when the firm gets dissolved, the first journal entry for transfer of assets. So the entry will be assets like realization account data to various assets individually at book value, right? Note, all the assets should be transferred except cash and bank balance and fictitious assets. if any. Then other than these assets, all the assets should be transferred to realization account at their book value. As I told you, the process of dissolution will be done by an account called as realization account. This is a nominal account, right? As we prepare in admission, retirement, death, revaluation account, in the same way here we will prepare one realization account. Clear? So all the assets will be transferred to realization account except cash, bank and fictitious asset, right? At their book value, bear in mind. Second entry, transfer of external liabilities to realization account, right? So what is the entry? Liability is showing credit balance always. How to close? By debiting. So the entry would be liability account data to realization account. All external liabilities individually at book value, right? Note that all external liability accounts including provisions, if any, are closed by transferring to realization account. So in the sense, what we are doing, we are transferring assets and liabilities to realization account and we are closing the accounts of those accounts, assets and liabilities. Now all the assets and liabilities lies in what? Realization account. Next, for sale of asset, now we wanted to sell the assets. When we sell the assets, what will be the journal entry? Because already we have transferred the assets to realization account and accounts got closed. Now we need to sell. So when we sell the assets, what will be the journal entry? Cash or bank account data to realization account. Why it is realization account? Because we are getting the money on sale of these assets, but the assets are in realization account already get closed. That's the reason why realization account will come into the picture and it will get created. At which value? At realized value. At whatever price we are selling, that value we need to record. Then sale of unrecorded asset. If any asset is not recorded already, that asset when we sell, the entry will remain same. The bank account data to or cash account data to realization, being the amount of realized value will be written, right? Here I have not mentioned the narration, you can write the narration. Then for an asset taken over by partners, sometimes the one of the partners may take over the asset. In such a case, what will be the entry? Just we are replacing the bank, because we are not selling off, we are giving to partner. Therefore partner's capital account will get debited at an agreed or taken over value, at whatever value he is taking over the asset. But ultimately the credit will be given to the realization account only, because assets lies in realization. So three entries: sale and sale of assets which is already recorded, unrecorded and taken over by partners. So these three journal entries are very important. Next, for payment of external liabilities. So what is the entry? All the liabilities are in the realization accounts. Therefore realization account data to cash or bank with actual amount paid. With actual amount paid, how much amount we paid, that we will record, right? So realization to bank or cash. For payment of unrecorded liabilities, the entry will remain same. That is realization to bank, whether it is recorded or unrecorded. Then for liability, if it is taken over by partners, the responsibility to discharge is taken over by the partner. In such a case, what we will do, anyhow realization account will be debited, just we will replace the bank account with the partner's capital account at an agreed or taken over value. Clear? So like this we need to pass journal entries, three journal entries for liabilities, that is payment of recorded, unrecorded and taken over by one of the partners. For payment of realization expenses, here we have certain situations, right? So any realization expenses, in the sense, in order to do the process of realization of assets and liabilities, the expenditure will be incurred, that expenditure will be paid up. For that the entries are: situation 1, when some expenses are incurred and paid by the firm in the process of realization of assets and payment of liabilities. For doing the realization process, the expenditure incurred by the firm. When the firm pays the expenditure, what will be the entry? The entry will be realization account data to bank, right? The entry will be realization account data to bank with the amount of actual amount paid. Second situation, when the realization expenses are paid by the partner on behalf of the firm. So firm is ultimately liable to pay, but one of the partners has paid on behalf of the firm. In such a case, the partner's capital account should be credited and realization account will be debited. So the entry would be realization account data to partner's capital account, right? Then next situation, when a partner has agreed to undertake the dissolution work for an agreed remuneration, bear the realization expenses. So suppose we have given the responsibility of dissolution to one of the partners and he agreed to do the process, right, for a particular amount of remuneration. In such a case, if he himself has to bear the expenditure, in such a case what will be the journal entry? If the payment of realization expenses is made by the firm, in this case if firm makes the payment of realization expenses which is already agreed by the partner who is taking the charge of dissolution, right, but firm pays, in such a case what will be the entry? The partner's capital account data to cash or bank. Clear? Second situation, if the partner himself pays realization expenses, no entry is required because already he agreed to pay. Therefore, no journal entry will be recorded. Clear? So this is the basic crux of the realization expenses, three situations. Clear? Next, for transfer of profit and loss and realization, right, when we close the realization account, either we get profit if the balancing figure is on the debit side, or we get loss if the balancing figure on the credit side. Then what to do with this amount? This amount always should be transferred to whom? Partner's capital account, though it is loss or profit. In case of profit on realization, the entry would be realization account data to partner's capital account individually in their profit sharing ratio. In case of profit, in case of loss, the entry would be partner's capital account data to realization individually in their profit sharing ratio. Clear? So this is the sharing of profit and losses of realization. Next, for transfer of accumulated profits and reserve funds or general reserve to partners capital, bear in mind in the second entry for transfer of liabilities, there we did not transfer capital and reserves. We have transferred only external liabilities, and these are not called as external liability, that is capital and what? Profits. So these has to be transferred to capital accounts. So the entry would be for transfer of profits, reserve fund or general reserve account data to partners capital account individually in their profit sharing ratio, right? So this fund and reserves will be closed by transferring to partners capital account in their profit sharing ratio. For transfer of fictitious assets which we did not transfer in the first entry, you remember? So those assets, fictitious assets, if transferred to which account? Capital account, because fictitious assets or losses should be borne by the partners, therefore it will be transferred to their capital account. So the entry will be asset shows debit balance, house to close by crediting, which account should be debited? Partners capital. So partners capital account data individually in their profit sharing ratio to fictitious asset account, so it will be debited to the partners capital account. Clear? The next, for payment of loan due to partner, if any amount of loan due to partner's loan will not be transferred to realization account, as it will not be treated as an external liability, it will be separately kept, because after paying all external liabilities, then only this partner will be paid off. Therefore it will not be transferred to realization account, it will be kept separately. So for that payment, if any balance is available, the entry will be partner's loan account data to cash or bank account. Clear? So these are the three most important journal entries. The next entry is for settlement of partner's capital account. When you want to settle the partner's capital account, you must close the partner's capital account. If the partner capital account, once you close, if the balancing figure is on the credit side, it does means that the partner will bring the necessary cash for which the entry will be, So if the balancing figure we get on the credit side, the partner will bring the necessary cash. The entry is bank account or cash account data to concerned partner's capital account. If we get the balancing figure while closing the partner's capital account on the credit side. If the partner's capital account while closing, if we get the balancing figure on the debit side, it does means that we need to make the payment to the partner. The entry will be partner's capital account data to cash or bank account. So like this, the partner's capital account will get closed, and the balancing figure which we got, which we have transferred to either cash or bank, will goes to bank account or cash account which we prepare, and finally we close the cash or bank account. So it does means that our cash and bank account after transferring this capital account balances should supposed to tally. It does means that whatever amount receivable and payable should be should make the our cash account tally. It may be noted that the agreed amount finally payable to the partner must be equal to the amount available in the bank and cash account. Thus, all the accounts of the firm will get closed on dissolution. In the sense, what? Finally, your cash account will get tally, right? Right. So, required accounts to be prepared. What are the required accounts we need to prepare? We need to prepare realization account, partners capital account, partners loan account, if any, and finally cash and bank account. Right. So these are the accounts we need to prepare. Besides, if it is asked to write the journal entries, you must write the journal entries even. So this is one question I am giving you as a work homework kind of a thing. You do it your own. If possible, try to find out the answer. If I make, I will be making another video. In that video, I will put the answer of this question. Right. So thank you very much for watching my video. Please do subscribe my channel, Mentor the Trusted Guide, and give me your motivation. How you can give me motivation? You can subscribe, share, and like my videos, and that will give me a motivation to make more videos and present in my YouTube channel, so that it will be easy for you to understand and reproduce in the examination. Right? Thank you very much for watching the video.